Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Haley if you're new, and welcome to my tiny house tour. I have been building, well, me and my partner have been building this tiny house for over a year, and it's nearly 100% finished. There's still a few things, and it's not in the spot that it's going to live permanently, but we're moving out of the tiny house next week, and I wanted to do this tour for you guys before we move out because it's about damn time. You guys have been asking for it for a while, and if you haven't seen the whole series, I'll link it here or down below, so definitely go check it out. I shared the whole process of building the tiny house, and yeah, I'm so excited to show you guys the inside and the tour. It is a really small tiny house, and we have been living in it pretty much full-time for about 9 months. Particularly my boyfriend has been living in it. I don't have any of my clothes there, but we cook, we clean, we shower, we toilet here, we sleep here, and my boyfriend has all of his clothes in here. It is a 6.5 meter length by 2.5 meter wide, so it's a really small tiny house, and because of that, you guys will see it's not very grand, it's very compact, but yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys, and let's get into it. Alright, so this is the front door of the tiny house. Before we go in, I wanted to share with you guys what the outside is. So we have color bond on the sides and timber on the ends. Originally we wanted to do charred timber all throughout, but when we were building this last year there was a big shortage of timber, and so we just went with what we were able to find, and we might paint it black in the ends one day to match the black cladding on the sides, but I actually really like the way it weathered and it looks really nice, as you can see in the intro, so really happy with that. Also, our windows are double glazed windows. We did build this tiny house to be like a passive house style. It won't meet passive house standards as we have composting toilet, big hole in the ground, and just other things that it wasn't built to like a passive house, it wasn't designed passive house like, but we do have a HRV system which filters fresh air, so it is low energy and high efficient and very well insulated, but it is not 100% a passive house tiny house, but we definitely use the principles and it's super comfortable. So let's go inside. So this is the tiny house. You pretty much can see almost all of the tiny house, so it's very small. I've seen a lot of tiny houses, and this is the smallest one that I've almost ever seen. We built it this size so that it could be easily moved, and our idea was to have it as an Airbnb and not a full-time live-in situation. So although we tried to include as much storage as possible, which I'll show you guys, it's definitely not designed with the most storage, and to live in here full-time I definitely think you maybe need it a bit bigger. However, I do love the design, I do love the way that it looks, and yeah. So I'm sitting on our couch. I guess I was going to build like a cushion or sew a cushion for it, but I didn't get around to it. It's really great though. It's pretty comfortable, and I like that the bed, I can lean back on the bed like this. We do sit on it a lot, and we often eat here. Lots of things get stored on here, placed on here. It's kind of like the dumping ground though, so just keep that in mind if you're thinking of building a bench. Underneath here, which go under the bed, are 2 big drawers that pull all the way out. They're full of things at the moment and very messy, so I'm not going to pull them out, but they do pull all the way out, and it's a big storage. I'm not going to lift it up all the way, but this end of the bed lifts up, and there's storage in there as well. And the bed itself completely lifts up, and you're able to access everything underneath if you need to. Because there is no other real place to sit down, we really wanted a breakfast bar, so we built this in, and we used the stone that was left over from the countertop, so we love that it matches. We love this stone, and it's super easy to clean. Yeah, it just looks great. We sit here a lot. We love the big window, and our idea is eventually to build a little bar on the other side of the window and a deck, and you could have 4 people sitting there. This window opens all the way out like a door, and so you could completely, have a 4 people situation there, which is really cool. But for now, it's just the 2 of us, and it's been really great. We love looking out at the view and eating dinner and breakfast here. So because the tiny house is very small, the kitchen is also really small. We tried to do, design it as efficiently as possible, and I think we've done a really good job. However, living in it for 9 months, I think the kitchen is big enough for us, but we do really miss the big fridge and dishwasher, which we don't have. We have a little bar fridge, which is, it's enough for 2 people, and it's definitely enough for an Airbnb, an overnight stay, weekend stay. It's the perfect size for that because, we only have really one bench here for cooking and stuff. We like to put this stone over top of the sink so that it adds extra space to the bench, and you're able to use it for chopping and different things. So you're really able to spread out more, which we really like. We have our coffee machine here, essential, and we have quite a bit of storage here. Cutlery, more stuff, cutlery, and we only have one drawer for our pantry, which is quite small and kind of messy, but yeah, we don't need that much stuff, although I would say that living full-time in a tiny house, I would like maybe 1 or 2 more drawers. However, yeah, we've lived in it all right with just the one, and we just make sure we go to the shops a lot. We also have all of our cups and mugs and glasses and bowls up on this shelf. I love this shelf. I love displaying things like this. It looks really nice, and it's just super easy to, pick things out and see what's up there. And yeah, I think it looks really good. And it's also another level of storage, which helps. You need as much storage as possible in a tiny house. We have a little 2-burner stove. It's really great, super effective. We don't have an oven, but we do have a Weber barbecue, which is all we really need. As I was saying, storage is such a big part of a tiny house. You really need a lot of storage. We have a loft, which is, as you can see, full of stuff at the moment, and it's where we store a lot of things. So it's super good for that purpose. It's definitely not big enough for a bed, so we only use that loft as storage. This little unit is super handy for storage. We put all of the shoes and stuff in here. It's just great. And yeah, things like this are genius and really essential in a tiny house. Aside from under the bed, clothing wise for storage, we also have 4 drawers here, which stores all of the clothes. As you can see, they're chock-a-block. We definitely would need more. If my clothes were in here, I would definitely recommend including more storage in your tiny house if you're going to live here full-time and there's going to be 2 people. However, if it's a 1-person tiny house, I think this is definitely enough. But yeah, 4 really deep drawers and 2 really big ones under the bed for storage of clothing, and the shoe rack is pretty good for 1 person. Then I have some linens here. I've got this little tray of all of those things. And then we store a big bag of rice and some more like pantry items up there, long-term pantry items that stay there for a while. So yeah, it's a great little cubby, and yeah, it's really effective, and I actually love the way it looks. It hasn't been stained. That's the one last thing we need to do is stain it, but yeah. So this shelving unit is actually in our bathroom, and our bathroom is small, but it's not too bad. It's big enough for us, and the shower is actually a really good size. So we have a nice sliding door. I love this door, it's so nice. I love the handles, everything about it. So this is the vanity area. When we ordered the sink, we thought it was going to be a lot smaller, so it's a big sink, but it's kind of nice. If we have the thing over the sink in the kitchen to use as like a chopping board, then this is nice to wash things in if we need it. So it's actually nice having a really big sink. I love the mirror and the light, and the whole situation's really good. This is a huge drawer here filled with things, and it's a great size. And then we store a lot of like our almond milks and oat milks and stuff underneath this in here, along with our toilet paper and our paper towels. We have a composting toilet, so it's an EcoFlow. It works really great. We love it. We have a little bin of sawdust and the spray, and yeah, it's super easy to use and it works great. And this is our beautiful big shower. We got wall panels, and they're kind of like a concrete look, which I really love. We got them for like weight wise, they're a lot lighter than tiles, and so we just tiled the ground and not the walls, which looks really nice. We have a huge nice like rain shower head, and it's very big, like it's a really nice size shower. And so even though it is a small space, the things that we have are really open and big, and it makes the space not feel so crammed and tight. So yeah, it's really a lovely little space. So that's the tiny house. I hope you enjoyed the tour of this light-filled, very small, tiny house. I absolutely have loved living in it. It has definitely taught us to live with intention and be more mindful about the things we need. And yeah, it's such a beautiful space. I'm going to really miss it, but I'm very excited to open it up to the public, and other people are going to be able to enjoy this light-filled, beautiful space in its forever home. So yeah, very excited to share this with you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!